This show is unlike anything I've ever worked on before. The amount of talent, the amount of resources that are being poured into the show, how large the cast and crew is, how many people are able to be on stage is wonderful.
Everything is big. This is Disney, and if you've ever been to Disney, you know how big Disney is.
It's one of the largest we've done in the history of this facility and this program. You can go to Grand Rapids and see shows like this. You can go to Traverse City, but that's a long drive. And our students don't always get the opportunity to do some things like this. So having the ability to bring in the caliber of musicians and performers we do is a really awesome thing.
The cast is dynamite, man. I mean, everyone from the leading characters to the ensemble to even the instrumentalists in the pit are bar none. I can't wait for people to hear this show.
We're just about to do our sits probe when we're recording this, and that's going to be I think the largest orchestra I've ever sung with.
The orchestra for this show is more of a traditional orchestra with strings, brass, woodwinds.
So the pit will be in the studio, and all of that sound will be mic'd in to the space, but I'm just gonna be this little head and like hands on a monitor in the back. Some shows it just feels like, well, that's fine, it's good enough because you're not gonna hear it once it's in the space with the pit playing and everything, and this is like, no, you're really gonna hear every little bit of that chord.
I was talking with some of our castmates yesterday about how many folks we have in the cast who are classically trained and well-trained musically and how amazing that is.
Our chorus is phenomenal. Our chorus is full of real singers who know what they're doing.
I remember having side conversations during this production, like asking people like, oh my gosh, we're already getting the music down. Everyone knows what they're doing. Where's this gonna go? Lumiere specifically has a certain physicality to him that I love to do on stage. It's so romantic, and he finds love in everything he sees, and that's really infectious, I find. So it's been great getting to dive into the world of Lumiere's mind a little bit.
I'd be worried for myself if I said that I naturally fell into Gaston's character. He's a pretty deplorable person. But it seems to be a running theme here at West Shore. When I audition for shows, I tend to get cast as a villain, so I don't know if that says something about me personally. But it is my first time working in an actor-to-actor capacity with my father, which is pretty special about this performance. Growing up, theater was such a big part of my childhood because of my dad and my mom. If I wasn't hanging out at a rehearsal here out at West Shore Community College with my father or at the high school with my mom, I was in some other rehearsal for band or choir. So theater's been integral for my entire childhood. And so to get to do a show not only with my dad, who's been my director and such a titan of theater in the area, I also get to now share that with my daughter on stage. It's really cool to get to do the whole thing with them.
It's so wonderful to be on stage with my son and my granddaughter in a role that means so much to so many people, and a play that means so much to so many people.
The costumes just came in recently, and they are just huge, larger than life.
We have rented a plethora of costumes from a company in New Jersey. It's up to me now to go through everything and do repairs and make everything look polished.
We have some enchanted characters such as a teapot, a candlestick, the beast.
You know, you can play a part of this teapot that has troubles and struggles of her own that are different from, you know, what my day-to-day struggles are. And it's nice to set aside everything that might be going on in the world and kind of escape to this alternate reality, if you will.
There are times when I close my eyes and I have to ask myself if I'm listening to the Broadway cast or if I'm listening to the actors and singers in front of me. So their commitment and their talent all the way around is going to make this one that that will always stand out for me.
I think the biggest thing for me personally is the idea of how safe this place is and how secure I feel in being able to take risks and try new things and grow as an actor and be able to be creative in a way that is healing to me.
Well, it's a wonderful story. It fits in with the Humankind series that we do here at West Shore. This year's theme is loneliness. I think everybody has a little bit of that, and this is a wonderful little escape.
I think it really is one of the best community efforts that you can really take a look at.
Everyone knows this show. Everyone loves this score. You grew up with this one. These are people who you see in the grocery store, and they also happen to perform at a semi-professional level in some cases.
It's something that everyone should see.